So this is the pit, and it goes further into the tree line, where the town would come out with its front end loaders and dig up sand to put on the town roads during the winter.
But hopefully on town property. This is hopefully town property they were digging this stuff
Oh
out.
yeah, this is town property.
Okay.
Yeah.
But the Barneys don't think so, right?
Oh, no. This is all agreed that this is town-owned land, and everyone agrees that there is 8 acres that's out here. Now, that way is Cahill land. This is Cahill land.
Okay, I'm really turned around
I am
here.
too.
Okay,
So
so
that's,
if we were to look that way, what are we gonna see? Over that hill is the Cahill farm,
Okay.
that way. Swandale is this way.
in Hartford?
Yep,
Okay, so.
Hartford
we've
Avenue
turned-
is left and
okay,
right.
Okay, all right,
And there's the gas mains on that side, so you can see
Okay.
that from the road.
right.
And so, now the Boy Scouts, when we found the place, we said, how are we gonna handle this? So we said, hey, Board of Selectmen, I wasn't on the Board of Selectmen at the time, and I had asked them, that was Mike and Lonnie and David, and I said, hey guys, we'll go in and as a project and clear the Cook Cemetery, because we know where it is now, as our project to the town.
Right.
Can we have permission to camp on it? And they said, sure, whatever you want to do. So what we would do is, the first thing we did was we made our campsite.
That's smart.
And here's our campsite.
Oh, nice.
So
Looks
we,
like Mosquito City with all the pine trees.
well, it can be. So, and as you guys know, just coming out here to do work with the boys is boring for the boys. Yet it's a great workforce. So what we would do is we would come out and we had our cooking area. We had many times we did survival, make a shelter, just do tents.
And it's close to your house. This is fantastic.
Oh yeah, by the way, it's probably 400 yards that way.
Your house. Okay. That's so funny.
So then some of the boys said, hey, if we're gonna cut down some trees, which the plan was to have every tree cut down for the cemetery, almost every tree. So that's why it's any tree you want cut down, just cut it down.
So the cemetery was supposed to be here, the
Well-
proposed cemetery.
Yeah, the whole 8 acres is supposed to be a proposed cemetery for the town.
Access.
So
will be better.
from a scout standpoint, we used to have scout games, no matter what month it was. What did we call them, Pioneer or Woodsman games? I don't remember. I
That's
don't know,
fun.
whatever the name was. You know, whether it be log rolling, log carrying, lifting logs up, we invented the game.
Sure, just have
And
fun.
went that way down to the river. There is a river about a mile that way.
Wow.
The same river that we parked near.
The Muddy Creek or whatever.
Right, that's Muddy Brook here.
Brook.
Turns into the Mill River, and it crosses about a mile down.
Okay.
So this is where we had our
Games.
site. After we made our site, we said we're going to we put our site onto the cemetery. Now, I'll stop with the excitement because I know that you guys want to see it. Here it goes.
It's a little different
See, with all these trees that are down, it's been a
forest
while
than the
since we've
Minnesota
been out.
forest,
Oh,
isn't it?
okay.
Hardwood.
I don't think that there are any widowmakers up top. But you gotta, be aware when you're in the woods. Yeah. Well, if you look like in branches that are broken, that are waiting to come down.
We're actually heading about north. 330 from the campsite. 350 from the campsite.
Really?
We're sort of on a knoll here that falls off to the north.
Here we
And
are.
there are some graves
In
here.
the Cook Cemetery. This, you could only imagine. This density, now, I don't know why, but these things are dying off. I don't know why, but it was solid
That-
trees.
In the middle of the trees were these remnant of the,
Absolutely.
Wow.
In fact, when we first discovered it, I remember we found that corner first. Yeah, we did.
Which corner?
The far corner.
because it was distinct. It was
No, it's just we ran across it.
in the middle of this
In-
very dense.
Very
Couldn't
good.
even see any of the posts right
You
now.
couldn't see.
You
the
couldn't
post.
see the post.
We even got pictures someplace that we couldn't see like full posts back.
Oh, it was dense.
So
The Cook Cemetery in Mendon, Massachusetts. It's as larger than I thought.
I do too.
now one of the boys was a metal. I don't know, studying metal in school. Metal. I don't know. We'll call it metal work. And he took the time to come out here and straighten out as many as he could of these iron rails.
So those rails were not here
Well, they were all over the place.
because the trees had grown
Oh,
up
yeah,
for
sure.
them.
Like, see this one behind you?
The trees had
How
grown
the
up.
branch came down on it?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're gonna drop a branch 50 feet up, it's gonna make a, then I'll show you on the way out, there's a tree along the trail. When we talked about kids doing things, or adults, causing trouble, if you look at that tree just to the left of the trail, it's got a iron rail bent around it. So it's, tell by how long ago it was done, because the indentation that the tree when it grew around it. So we left it there because we wanted to know where it was. So we left it there. So the actual spot where the grave sites are in the corner here.
This is Walter and his wife and who are here, Danny?
Walter and his wife, at least. And he's got a list here of some others that I think.
Some other names?
Yes, and basically his other children, and there were a few other Cook.
Oh, I see what he's saying about the depression.
Yep.
Yeah. That's a hole. These are an indent, so that I counted that as one anyway. So
Oh, I
there,
would think these two, 1, 2, 3. And this
Yes.
looks like this might be 1, 5.
right,
And it makes sense they were at the corner.
and they are in the corner, and I guess they were figuring that
Be a lot more.
that the family would survive and stay here.
Yeah.
Now, this is the one.
Yeah, you've got part of it right there.
This is the one where it was taken out.
You can
Yeah.
See that? It was just taken right out of here.
Yeah. Thank you, Mrs. Fonda. I wonder, I mean, I can't imagine she took it with her to wherever she moved.
who do you mean Vonda?
Yeah.
Well, she would, excuse me?
Who Vonda? Who?
Vonda.
Yeah.
She lived in a house that is on Bellingham Street.
Yeah, stone's throw that way.
And she must have come, the woman that told me about it lives almost across the street from her. And she actually lives in a cookhouse. What was the cookhouse?
Yeah. Oh yeah. And here, by the
And
way,
then I
is some
can
of
show
the.
you actually a cook artisan shop, another
This
cookhouse.
is some of the stones.
But there was a rumor that she came and took some headstones.
Well,
Fine.
I don't know about a rumor, but Shirley was a neighbor, and I think she knew Mrs. Fonda pretty well, and said that she had taken the headstone for safekeeping.
Of whom?
We think maybe it was Walter? We don't know.
I don't know who she was keeping it from, but
Do any of those have any?
You know, it would be interesting to do one of those,
No, it doesn't.
scans. They can actually scan the, to see what's underneath.
Right, right.
You did try.
Well, this is as fascinating as it gets.
Oh, look at
This is real genealogy. This is historical
Yeah.
archaeology, right? And I'm looking how huge these trees are. I mean, some big ones.
Well-
And so we're talking certainly 200 years.
Well,
Oh,
the oaks, like that one over there, that's an oak, grows really slow.
The pines.
And
grow
these
fast.
eastern white pines grow a little bit faster, but they are old. And
And I
they-
think
they
they're
have
dying because of the drought. I really do, because
what's happening?
I think they're dying because of no water.
Oh, we got two things. You got the no water and the
Oh, right,
the
the yeah.
caterpillars that ate all the needles.
Yeah.
Right, yeah,
Oh yeah.
Very bad.
yeah.
And the thing is, if Walter Cook is buried here at 1695 or 6, and it would make sense that he would be buried in the corner for his progeny to be buried around him.
Yep.
With
Yeah.
10 kids.
And from my recollection, I'm going to tell you, is this 90-foot square? Ooh, somewhere I forgot. I forgot. Is it 90-foot square?
This is 90-foot square, but it's in the middle, or what is somewhere within the 8 acres that the town owns.
That the town got possession of. And by the way, do you ladies know, how did we get possession of this land?
I have no idea.
I don't either.
I really don't.
No.
I mean, the town may have taken over I know they're gonna take over Swandale Cemetery in Frenchtown.
Oh, are they?
Yeah, that's what David said.
Well, and they were supposedly, years ago, they had taken over the Cook Cemetery. But,
Yeah. Right. You see where that got them.
yeah, so I don't know, but, I mean, this definitely isn't 8 acres, so I don't know if the whole 8 acres was there. I mean, that was quite a while back.
Okay,
I don't
on
know.
the
We
map,
can
on the
we can
map,
find out.
We'll
You
find out.
On the map, you see this little tiny square,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and it's Cook Cemetery with an arrow.
Uh-huh.
In the middle, well, actually, it's not in the middle. It's on the front side of the 8 acres that the town owns. All this land around it is town-owned land.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know how much further it goes that way.
We can find out from Jean.
Well,
Well-
also from Margaret too, when
Yeah.
that may have happened.
Yeah.
Or Jean was.
1695.
Yeah, no, I don't think she knows that. No,
If it's
Well, she can look it up online.
well, she can see
Yeah.
what's in the records.
No? Okay.